3, 2, 1. Here we go. Welcome everybody. Welcome. How you guys doing today? Happy Saturday. How are you? How's it going? It's so good to be here with you guys. It's so good to be here with you, Lolly, with you, Paulino, and with you who are watching this one, whether you're watching it live with us or maybe or maybe you're watching the replay just like I'm doing right now. Yes, because this way I can actually take care of your comments down here, right? So this is what you were hearing. So hello to Irina too. How are you guys doing? How was your week? Tell me if your week was good, really good, kind of good, sort of good. Let me know in the comments, guys. Let me know, because I'm very curious to know. And also, let me say hi to France. Let me say hi to Italy. And let me say hi to the country of everyone else who is about to join us. Of course, also hello to Divyaja. So hello to our friends from India. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new live session. Today, guys, today it's big, right? Why is it big today? Because today we're gonna do something very important. Like you're reading down here, right? Like you're reading down here, today is part 2 of finally, how to actually get to understand. Let me actually read the title, okay? Because how to actually finally understand movies in English, how to enjoy them, how to enjoy watching something in English without having the translation or without having the subtitles down there, which are, let's face it, pretty annoying, right? It's annoying when something is boring because you can't focus, right? The moment you have subtitles, you can't focus on what you're listening, on what you're watching, right? You're watching a scene. Maybe it's a moving scene. A moving means that there are some emotions. Okay, there are some emotions. It's an emotional scene, and instead of watching the scene and maybe having that little tear here, crying because of what's going on, no, you have to read, right? And you have to read, because otherwise you can't understand why the girl is crying, what's going on. And we don't want that, right? We want to go past that. We want to enjoy when we're watching a movie, especially a TV series, okay? We really want to go there and watch that TV series because maybe we like those characters, we like the story, we want to know how it ends, we want to know why they're angry, right, when they're speaking with each other, and we can't do it because we're reading instead of listening, right? Instead of watching what's going on, we have to read. We want to avoid that, right? And so this is why you guys are here with me. This is why you guys are here with me. And if you've been following the previous live session, then you should already be familiar with this beautiful step-by-step process, right? That goes from a B1 state all the way up to a C1 state. Or, in other words, from the ability of watching, bam, YouTube videos, all the way down to the ability of watching, bam, TV series and epic movies, right? So last time we outlined, which means we showed, okay, we had an idea out on a line. This is why you say outlined, all right? We outlined the various steps. So we went from YouTube, and actually, as you can see here in brackets, you see shorts, And shorts is, well, you know what shorts are. Come on, we are here on YouTube, so I'm pretty confident you guys know what shorts are, all right? But anyway, shorts are very short video, usually vertical videos that you can watch on just by scrolling the platform, just like you were on TikTok, but you're on YouTube. It's the same exact thing, right? That's all. Also, let me say hello to let me say hello to Adele. Welcome with us. Welcome with us, my dear. How are you today? How is your Saturday? How is your old Saturday, guys? Let me know, as I'm actually drinking a little bit. Let me know. You can say my Saturday is great. My Saturday is awesome. My Saturday is good. My Saturday is pretty good. And I don't accept anything less because you're here with me. So you at the very least, your Saturday is pretty good, right? So write it down in the comments, right? Meanwhile, let's go on, because last time we also looked at TV cartoons and sitcoms, right? And we looked at this is as the second step, because the moment you're able to watch a YouTube video and understand it, then it's time to switch over to TV cartoons and sitcoms. And today we're gonna start from here, and we're gonna understand why this transition is important. We're going to understand how to recognize when you are ready. We're going to understand what's the difference between between a sitcom and a TV series. And of course, we're going to reveal these two next steps. But before doing this, I want to say something to Paulino. And I want to say something to Paulino, especially, but to all of you guys, because I know that the live streamings with commercials, right, with the advertising are annoying, right? I hear you guys. I definitely hear you. So I want to tell you that I found a way to get rid of the advertising, okay? And this is awesome. So unfortunately, it was too late for this streaming session, but for you guys who are watching it live from next Saturday, so from the next time, you will enjoy it without commercials. Oh yes, and I'm so happy about it, because I know they're annoying, and for this reason, when I found out I can actually do this, I was so happy. So this is to you, Paulino, which last time you vocally expressed your frustration on advertisings, and this is for all you guys that are watching this live, just to say thank you, just to say that I really appreciate you being here with me, seriously and honestly. And now back to business, right? Back to business, because yes, sitcom is a situation comedy. That's absolutely true. But how do you recognize a sitcom from what's the main difference between a sitcom and a TV series? How do you understand if you are watching a sitcom or you're watching a TV series? How do you understand that, right? This is something important. There are many of my one-on-one private students who, in the beginning, they were convinced they were watching a sitcom, but actually they were watching a TV series, right? So we really want to understand the difference, because this is so important for your growth, right? So of course, for this reason, let me show you straight away the difference in practice, all right? Because yes, sitcom is like short for situation comedy, but what does it mean, right? So let me take back the example from Friends. all right, like we did last time. So we're gonna go over YouTube. Yeah, that was good. We're gonna go over YouTube and we're gonna go back into Friends, all right? And this time though, we're gonna get inside, okay? We're gonna click on one of these videos so we can actually watch a very short bit, okay, together. Also, as the commercials, right, go on, okay, because we know there are commercials everywhere, right? I'm going to duplicate it, right? And I'm going to present you with a classic series, okay? For example, give me the name of a classic series, guys. Let me see. Paulina says, how is your day going? Oh yeah, my day is going awesome, thanks. Especially now that I'm here with me, that I'm here with you. I'm really good. So yes, thanks for asking. How is your day going? Let me know down here, right? Meanwhile, so we are understanding the main differences between a sitcom and a TV series. So what's your favorite TV series? Write it down here, okay? Write it down here because I'm going to use it as an example. Meanwhile, let me tell you my favorite TV series, okay, which was Stranger Things. Stranger Things. And I say was because, like any TV series, after Stranger Things, The First Shadow. What's this? Okay, well, doesn't matter. Anyway, after the series is over, then you know, it just fades away, right? Anyway, Paulina says Criminal Minds. Okay, you know what? Let's get into Criminal Minds. I don't know this one. Criminal Minds. I have never seen it. Okay, is it good? Is it good? Let me know down here, right? Criminal Minds full episodes. Okay, well, we don't need a full episode, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's go with this one. Okay, so now I cut the volume because I was talking, right? But now we're gonna watch just a very short, tiny bit, okay, of this episode of Criminal Minds, and we're gonna see the difference between Criminal Minds and Friends. Are you guys ready? Are you guys happy? Do you want to know it? Let's jump into it.
He can have your life.
He needs a mother.
I can't do this. Go to your father.
That corner right there, that's where he died. And that's where I'm gonna kill you.
There's something you don't know about those photos.
Oh God, someone took pictures of them being shot.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. That was totally unintentional. I didn't want to really portray any of these images, but anyway, I'm not even sure we're actually watching the right one because it seems like a pretty old one. So just to make sure, just to catch the right one, okay, let me just close this one down and let me get back onto Stranger Things, which we all know what it is, right? So let's go with this one. Max's song. Yeah, let's go with this one, why not? Okay, if you here. Okay, so let's watch it together, just a short tiny bit, all right?
Would you like to join them?
All right, I've read Lolly saying I don't understand anything, right? This was probably from the previous clip, and probably you were thinking the same about this clip too, right? That's okay. Now let's watch this scene once again, just a tiny bit.
Hey, where is everybody? They took Ben to the park. Where have you been? Just out. Had some lunch. Just me. Little quality time with me. Hey, thanks for your jacket. Oh, no problem.
All right, so which one did you guys understood better? Friends or Stranger Things? Friends or Stranger Things? Let me know, all right? Let me know in the chat box. Let me know because this is very important, right? You say Dark was an awesome series too. Oh, okay, Dark. That's another. Oh yes, of course I know Dark. That was an awesome series. Totally agree with you. Absolutely. The reason why I'm not showing that is because, well, the reason why I'm not showing that is because that's a dubbed series, right? Whereas we want to find a series like an American series, like we can compare. Like they say, we can compare apple to apples, all right? Apples to apples, which means same thing compared with something very similar, right? So, which of the two you guys understood better? Let me know down here, all right? And you say friends. Hello, my friend, by the way. I don't see your name, okay, but you say friends. And let me see, how may we support your channel? Oh, thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Well, just if you want to support my channel, and you can just simply subscribe, like my videos, and that's more than enough, really. I'm doing this for you guys, so I really thank you for this, but that's more than enough. It's totally fine. So, anyway, back to the characteristic, okay? Let's understand what are the differences. You see here friends, okay? And first of all, there are two characters, and you can understand the dialogues, or at least there's no background music.
Hey, where is everybody? They took Ben to the park.
No background music, right? Now, let's listen for real. Let's actually watch though, anyway, this series once again.
Would you like to join them?
Okay, by the way, let me see if there are some other scenes from this one, Stranger Things, maybe a dialogue, right? Scene, okay. So this is the one we were watching, we don't really care about it. And this one neither. We want something that just talks. Okay, this is better. Okay, let's go with this one.
This is Susie. I copy.
Susie!
Dusty Bun? Dusty Bun. Where have you been?
I'm so sorry. I've been really busy.
Alright, so this is a better scene, right? Anyway, there's a lot of background music. So that's the first difference, alright? Let's see the second one. Here, the characters in Friends, within Friends, the characters are stereotypes, just like we learned last time, right? What's a stereotype? A stereotype is a character you easily identify with a person. Why is this important? Why is this important, you asking me? When you are talking about a stereotype, you don't need to understand the particular character and what he thinks. You don't need to understand all of these things because it's a stereotype, all right? So there are a lot of preconceived ideas about a particular character, about a stereotype, and you're good with that. You don't need to understand anymore about the personality of the character. But of course, we are not all stereotypes, right? We are people and everyone is different. So the biggest difference is that in TV series, you don't have stereotypes. In TV series, for example, in Stranger Things, you have real people with real emotions, with real personalities, right? And so every time you get into a new TV series, you have to understand first the name of the characters, the personality of the characters, and if you're not used to it because you're learning this language, there are just too many things you have to do in order to actually enjoy what's going on. In fact, and let me see, hello Abe, hello from Spain, and hello from Spain too, actually. Thank you for the interesting topic, absolutely. By the way, now I'm going to let you guys watch one more time the two clips, okay? And you can this way appreciate better what I mean, And even if you are new, for example, like Abe, who just joined us right now, you can actually see and understand which one of the two you understand better. So one more time with friends.
Where have you been? Just out. Had some lunch. Just me. Little quality time with me. Hey, thanks for your jacket. Oh.
And now let's go to the other one, to Stranger Things.
This is Susie. I copy.
Susie!
Dusty Bun? Dusty Bun. Where have you been?
I'm so sorry. I've been really busy. Trying to save the world from Russians and monsters.
Of course you have. Get the...
Alright, now this scene is actually quite easy to understand, right? Which is awesome, alright? By the way, let me see here. I understand both. Actually, I understand better the second scene of Stranger Things, which is actually true. I can tell you that right now, I've been understanding, me too. I actually had less problems understanding Stranger Things more, right? This is because it's a very, we found just by chance, okay, randomly, we found a scene pretty easy to understand. At the same time, Stranger Things has a long story, alright? And there are a lot of things that are happening. And this is just one. For example, if I ask you, what's the nickname that the little girl called this guy here, what was the nickname? Can you actually pinpoint the nickname right now? If you can, write it down, alright? Write it down. Also, let me see. And funny sitcom, never seen it. Do you mean Friends? Friends is, yeah, it's definitely funny. The beauty of it is that the people inside this sitcom, they often repeat the same things over and over, over and over. This makes this makes it easier for you to do two very important things. The first you want to do is to actually listen clearly and understand. The second is being able to repeat. And when you're able to predict something the person is about to say, then it's even easier to repeat. For example, I say many things during my live streams, right? But how do I begin every single one of them? Hello everybody, happy Saturday, welcome you guys. I'm so happy to be here with me, right? I repeat this every time, and probably for you it's easier to already know what I'm about to say, to predict what I want to say, and then you can actually repeat after me if you want to. That's called shadowing. That's another technique for another day, right? But that's what it is. If you have in front of you something new you haven't seen before, and it never repeats something, then you're not able to predict, and you're not able to understand, you're not able to repeat, you're not able to learn, right? So this is why I'm telling you guys that you want to begin after YouTube videos. You want to begin with sitcoms or TV cartoons which have the same features, alright? And leave aside the rest. The rest is gonna come really soon, right? So, can you bring the sitcom? What do you mean? Can you? Do you mean you want me to show you the sitcom once again? I can definitely. Can you bring the sitcom up? Yes, but later, alright? I will bring it back again, okay? And anyway, maybe you want to know the name, okay? So if you want to know the name, you can see actually, to make you better see the name of it, Okay, I'm just moving myself so you can see it right here now. All right, so this is Friends, and it's a very funny sitcom from the 90s, and I really recommend you to start watching it. It's hilarious and it's easy to understand, especially easy to understand. There's also another channel, and its name is I can't remember right now the name of this channel, but there are many channels actually made for English learners who actually get really deep into explaining the various scenes from Friends, taking a lot of bits and idioms and phrasal verbs from exactly from this sitcom, because it's very easy to understand. So do watch it, guys. All right. And now, something very important. You may wonder, when am I ready? Right now, for example, you're here on YouTube, right? And if you've been following my previous suggestions, you already have started watching YouTube videos on something that interests exactly you, right? Something that belongs to you, something that resonates with you. Whatever it is, it's totally fine. After a while, you recognize that you wanna see more. You wanna watch something different. You wanna watch something for maybe a longer period of time. And this is one of the signs you recognize you're ready to go from one step to the next one, from YouTube videos to sitcoms. But the best sign is when you're able to understand a video and explain that video in English. If you watch a video, if you watch a YouTube video on a topic you like, and you're able to explain using your own words, explain in English what you have been watching, that's a clear sign that you're definitely ready to go to the next step. And the next step is sitcoms or cartoons, TV cartoons, right? So let me see if everything is fine so far, if everything is clear. Now we understood finally the difference between a sitcom and a TV series, right? And we also understood when exactly you can go from a YouTube video to a TV cartoon. Now, something else I want to suggest you is very good for if you feel you're not ready for this step yet. Okay, so if you're here on YouTube and you're not able to explain something in English yet, something I recommend you is watching and listening more English. But how, right? Well, many students of mine actually take one of these live sessions and they just listen to them on repeat as they go to work and as they go back home. And by doing this, they get used to the sounds of this language. Because the more you listen to it, the better it is. But also, guys, you are busy probably, just like I am. Everybody's busy, so maybe you don't have time to maybe watch 1 hour of these live sessions, and it's okay. It's okay. Then watch them as you go maybe to work. All right, as you're going to work, just watch them. Watch them as you're going to work, as you go and as you go back, right? And by the way, let me say hi to Julio, who has been the first one of my students who actually did this. He did it on his own. I didn't ask him, and he actually started doing this. And I know that you are actually listening to this. So hello, my friend. Welcome with us, by the way. So doing this is very easy because you only need to press play as you do some other things. I said driving because It's an action you do on automatic, on autopilot, okay? You're just going maybe to work, or maybe you're going back home, and you just press play, you let it go, and you listen to it, and this is really important, because you basically with this way are storing a lot of words, a lot of vocabulary here in the back of your mind, right here, and it's gonna be, there's a huge container filled in with all of the words you listen, all right? And you want that, okay? You want to fill this container in with words in English. Yes, think about it. When you are turning the radio on, every single time you're turning the radio on, these are moments you are just absorbing probably language or words in your own language, sounds of your own language. If instead of turning the radio on, you just turn on YouTube, and I mentioned these videos because they're long, but you can watch any other video, of course. Well, you're going to have something in English every single time you would turn the radio on. It's an awesome trick, guys. Do this. You'll see awesome results. You'll see tremendous results by this one. Now, let me go on, right? Because we said TV cartoons, right? But then there comes a moment. There comes a moment when you can actually go from here to here, right? And just like we went from YouTube to TV cartoons, and you understood that the passage is when you're okay explaining in English, okay? Explaining in English. I know it's a pretty bad writing. Then the same happens here. The moment you're watching a TV cartoon or a sitcom and you can explain what's happening, why that particular thing happened in English, then you guys are definitely ready for the next step. Comedy movies. Comedy movies, guys. Yes, finally, let me take these bits away. Okay, here. Finally, we're moving from short content to long content, right? Because of course, a sitcom is a 20-minute usually video, right? Or a TV cartoon as well, right? They last for about 20 minutes. But a comedy movie, that lasts for 90 minutes. Yes, now you're ready. Because now your attention span has grown because you are accustomed to this language. This has changed, right? Before, you needed to have somebody speaking very slowly. But when you're actually at this point, it means you understood, for example, what Fred's scene from before. In that moment, and actually, let me show you what I mean, okay? Let me show you what I mean. We're back here, okay? Let's put this scene back, okay? And let's watch it again.
Hey, where's everybody? They took Ben to the park. Where have you been? Just out. Had some lunch. Just me. Little quality time with me. Hey.
All right. The moment you can go from here to comedy movies is the moment you can explain in English what just happened. If you can understand and explain in English what just happened, this means you're ready, guys. This means you're ready to watch a whole comedy movie in English without any subtitles, okay? Of course, we're talking about watching something without subtitles. So let me know down here, guys, if you could right now explain what happened in English, all right? And if you can, please type it up, okay? I'm listening and I'm very curious to know, all right? So let me know, because this is actually how you recognize it already. Now, what are comedy movies? You may wonder, like, how do I recognize a comedy movie? Comedy movies are movies that, first of all, are funny movies, movies that make you laugh, right? Comedy movies are light movies. They're not horror movies, okay? They don't scare you. Not like Stranger Things, okay, from before. They don't scare you, okay? They're funny movies. They're movies, light movies, just to make you laugh and spend some good time, right? That's the difference. Now let me see, Paulino said, I guess I'd never be able to understand songs, kind of American Boy with lyrics too. In fact, it exists a button to slow down all songs, but I kind of forgot it. All right. Yes, songs are a totally different topic, because songs are made in lyrics, okay? So from songs is great taking the vocabulary. From songs is great taking the vocabulary, but then you kind of get lost in the pronunciation, because oftentimes pronunciation follows the rhythm of the song, right? Follows the rhyming of the song. So songs are not the best for this unless they are rap songs. In fact, guys, I'm preparing a whole video just on this topic. You want to watch it, or maybe I'm gonna do it live, depending on which one comes first anyway. So, but yeah, when it comes to songs, rap songs are good. And if you want to know why, well, you will know why, all right? When the video is gonna come out. Anyway, back to us and back to comedy movies. Let me give you some examples of comedy movies. And to do this, of course, we're going online, right? We're going online, but for the moment at least, we don't really need to use YouTube for this, because we can just because we can just put comedy movies. Voila. And images, okay, so we can watch the images of the many comedy movies out there, and all of these are all comedy movies, and they're all movies you can watch and understand, right? The moment you can understand and explain a TV sitcom, right? A TV show. Now, for example, let me see. This is a cult movie, all right? Home Alone. Who of you guys have never watched Home Alone, right? It's a very funny movie from the 90s, okay? So it's from some years ago, but it's so funny and light, you can actually understand it. Maybe not right now, or maybe you can, okay? It's definitely possible. But the point is that when you step from a short content, like for example, like Friends, okay? When you step from a short content to a long content, you want to get into something you can understand and enjoy. And this movie here, it's easy to understand. This movie here is easier to understand, so this is something you definitely can consider. Or another one, a little less easy to understand, but definitely funny, is Hangover. The Hangover is a great movie. I know you guys know what it is, because it's very famous, all right, this movie here. It's just about a bunch of guys that go to Vegas and they kind of get lost, and a lot of crazy things happen. It's a great movie, funny, light. And why do you want to begin from this one? Because guys, they are easier, for real. Do you remember we talked about stereotypes, right? Most of the comedy movies out there deal with stereotypes. If you have watched Home Alone, you know that every single one of those characters are stereotypes. Meaning, if you don't understand every single word, you still understand their personality, and you still understand the way, and you still can predict, what they may say, what they may reply, what they may do based on the stereotype. And that's why I'm telling you guys to go from a sitcom to a comedy movie. It's longer, it requires more attention, but you are dealing with stereotypes, right? So let me see. Irina says, I saw Home Alone movie in Italian. The Italian version has a very different title. Yes, it's true. I can confirm that. Absolutely true. At the same time, if you watch it in English, you'll see, maybe you, because I know you, Irina, so I know that you may actually understand this very well, right? And you give it a try, okay? Even right now, give a try to Home Alone. Now we're going to see other titles, okay? If that's not your kind of movie, okay? That's not your type of movie, but still, give a go, which means try, okay? These movies, because you're going to find something interesting and especially understandable, all right? Because you want to understand, okay? That's the most important thing. When it comes to this point, when it comes to moving from a sitcom to a comedy movie, this is when you want to understand initially the plot and then the story. And to do this, you want to begin with stereotypes. So let's go back into some more examples. Talking about stereotypes, these three guys are stereotypes, okay? They are unpredictable stereotypes, meaning you can't really predict what they will do, and this is why the movie works. But at the same time, you kind of understand the personality of these guys. If you watch the movie, you know, for example, that he plays dumb. He plays stupid intelligent. It's a particular kind of character. And if you haven't watched this movie, do watch it. It's funny. You know that this guy's stereotype is the playboy, right? He is the playboy, the one that wants the adventure, the one that wants the party, the one that wants to find the best things in life. This guy here is the one that wants to play safe, the one that has a family, the grounded one, the one who should take good decisions, right? Should be able to take decisions good for the guys. Then he actually doesn't, okay? This is why I say they're unpredictable. But you can understand their personality. This means you can focus on the story without getting lost in understanding every little thing they say, right? Now they look like losers. yes, absolutely. They are. they kind of are losers. I agree with you, absolutely. But this is why this movie is funny. Now another one, but not really one I would recommend is Dumb and Dumber, right? Because it's a pretty dumb movie, okay? to be honest, it's dumb, but it's also funny, very, very, very funny, and very light-hearted, okay? So like if you want to have a light-hearted experience, if you don't want to have anything serious to focus on, well, this can be a good alternative, all right? And once again, we're talking about stereotypes, and you can understand the stereotypes just by looking at them. Like you before, Paulino, you said that they looked like losers. These guys play the losers in this movie, all right? They're not, in real life they're not, of course, but they play the stereotype of the dumbest person alive, okay? So watch it if you want to have a laugh, okay? Otherwise, they're really dumb. Don't watch them. Let me see. What else? Because I can only talk about what I know, right? Let me see. I think I remember this one. Oh yes, Bruce Almighty. This is another one from Jim Carrey, which, by the way, Jim Carrey is a great actor. really, or at least this is my opinion. Bruce Almighty, this is another movie you can definitely enjoy, and it still talks about stereotype characters, right? The characters here are this guy who never believes, who basically doesn't believe in anything, and he doesn't like his life. He feels bored by the life, and he doesn't want to do anything, and you understand him straight away as soon as you start watching it. And then there's another character, and this character plays God. Yes, I'm talking about God. Whatever religion you're from, okay, it still works the same. The idea is that God, which is a stereotype, forgive me, I'm not talking about religion here, okay, but from the perspective of the movie, is a stereotype, okay. God gives this guy here the powers of doing whatever he wants with the world. Yes, he gives him the power, right? In fact, there's a very famous scene where with the song, I've got the power. Anyway, do watch it, guys. It's easy to understand, funny, and it's also profound, okay? So watch it, it's interesting. Now, I think you're starting to understand, right? I think you're starting to understand what I'm talking about. So let's maybe find one last example. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, I can't find any others, okay? Because yeah, I don't really watch a lot of comedies personally. But anyway, because of this, let me go ahead, okay? Let me go ahead because I can tell you more, right? So, first of all, let me read, I wish I'd have earned their money. yeah, that's a common wish. But anyway, let me see. The next step, right? The next step, yeah, I wanted to drink, but I'll do it later, right? Because we've got one more step to go, right? Here, we got one more step to go. But I see here that we don't have a lot of time. And we still have another Saturday to go, right? So we can definitely leave this next step alone for the moment, because anyway, you already know actually how to step from one to the other one, right? And you know that the moment you're able to explain a YouTube video in English, it's also the moment you can step from a YouTube video to a TV cartoon or a sitcom, and the same for comedy movies. This doesn't mean you have to stop watching YouTube videos if you're watching comedy movies, okay? I'm just saying you can add them, okay? And this brings me to another important part. When do I watch all this? When do I do it? Like in my day, Albert, tell me in my day, when do I have to do this? I think it's important. I'm sure that this is a question that you guys have. So let's talk about it. In the beginning of this live video, I talked about the passive listening technique of just putting a video on and just let it go as you do other things during the day. This is good for passive listening, but for active listening, that's different, because when you are watching a YouTube video and your goal is to be able to explain that in English, you are actively involved, right? This is why you want to begin with shorter videos, because I know that this video is already quite long, okay? Because after a few minutes, our mind just drifts away. So when do I actually do that, you may ask? So you want to connect, this is very important, you want to connect the YouTube videos you want to watch to a routine, to something you do every single day. And how do you do that? Well, I made a video just on this topic, okay? And I'm going to leave you the link down here so you can watch it. But because I don't remember the title of the video I'm talking about, I'm going to show it to you now. So let's go back over YouTube. I'm gonna pull off my channel, all right, and pull up my channel. I'm gonna pull up my channel, all right. And if you go over video, actually, if you go over video, yes, it's the second one right here. How to make speaking English so easy you can do it from home. This video contains the best tricks, all right. I found the best tricks I use every single day to bring forward everything I do. And as they work for me, these tricks will work also for you, I'm telling you. Now, it's very important you guys wanna watch these things into a routine, okay? You wanna watch YouTube into a routine because you want to get used to do this every day. For example, you guys who are here with me watching this live, it's a routine we have together, right? When it's Saturday, maybe afternoon, maybe later, depending on your time zone. It's a routine you guys have, right? Just like me. We are here together. This is a routine, something you repeat, right? Now the same for watching other YouTube videos, but every single day. How do you do that? You connect it with another routine you already have on. You connect it with another routine you already have on. And this is very important. For example, every day, and you want to find something you do every single day, okay? Now I really need to drink anyway, otherwise I can't continue talking. Hold on a second. Imagine every day you go to work, and maybe you want to be there before you start, maybe 10 minutes before. So as you reach your work, what do you normally do? Let's say, for example, you work in an office. Well, if you reach your office with the car, you park the car and you park it maybe 10 minutes before, just to be on time. So what else do? You switch the car off, you open the car, you get out of the car, and maybe you go towards your office. You can decide that the moment you switch the car off is also the moment you pull up your phone and you start watching a YouTube video. The moment you switch the car off, you pull up your phone and you start watching a YouTube video. You want to do this and you want to say this, all right? And you want to say this. You want to be like very, very precise and saying this out loud. You want to do it like this. After and then the action. In this case, after I switch the car off, I pull up my phone and watch a YouTube video, for example, right? You want to be very precise and intentional, because otherwise you're not going to do it, okay? So you want to be very intentional with this. This is just an example, okay? The idea of using it when you switch your car off. It can be every single moment. It can be, for example, after I come home, okay? Let's say, for example, after I come home. After I come home from work, okay? What do you actually do when you come home from work? Maybe you close the door and you change your clothes, all right? So you close the door, you change your clothes, and then maybe you you prepare a coffee, for example. Okay, so you can say the moment you change your clothes, you pull up your phone and watch a YouTube video as you're preparing your coffee. All right, so you always want to connect the new routine, in this case watching a YouTube video, to an old one, to a routine you already have in place. And it doesn't need to be anything crazy. It can be the simplest routine ever, like really any routine is fine. And you want to say it like that: after this I'll do this, right? After this I will do this. So these are my instructions for you guys today, okay? Do this, okay? You want to do two things. As you're going back and forth from work, you want to listen to these videos just to have English every day in your ears. If you don't want to listen to me, it's fine. Just listen to something else, okay? Put up YouTube. I'm talking about these videos because they can be useful and they are long. Because they're long, you don't need to choose. You don't need to choose every time what to watch. You just pull your phone up with the same technique I just explained you about the routine. As soon as you get into the car, you say, after I get into my car, I pull up my phone and I press play on one of Albert's lives. Here you go. As simple as that. And just like Paulino just said, practice listening, understanding. That's right. So you have this routine, and then you have the second routine for your active listening, where and I'm out of voice for today, where you actually wanna go deep into it. You wanna go deep into one video, you wanna watch it, and your goal is to be able to understand it and explain it in English. Once you're ready, then you move on with sitcoms, all right? So let me see. Hello, Patrick, my friend. Hello, my friend. How you doing? How to understand movie English language. Oh, yes. This is today's topic. Now, we reached the end of this live session, but if you bring it back from the beginning, you'll see that I've been giving you a lot of tips to understand English movies without any subtitles. So I now am out of voice, which means I have no more voice out of, all right? So I'll see you back next Saturday, and we're gonna continue our journey with the next step. What's gonna come after comedy movies? Because we only have one step left, next time we're gonna see the next step, and we're also going to have a listening and comprehension test together, all right? Are you guys good with it? Awesome. I'll see you next time. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.